Today we're going to be starting our SnowRunner adventure. And well, even though it's not from the very beginning, I guess, it is from the, I feel like this is the second map, right? This is the second map of my, no, it is the third map. So I have completed the Michigan here, the Alaska on my own, as well as Taymyr, but not really. It's almost over. I'd say 70% done. Taymyr. Those are basic maps of the game, vanilla maps. Sort of easy, I guess. The Michigan and Alaska both are on the easier side. Taymyr was a bit more challenging, but with the proper logistics, not so. And by the way, I'm talking about hardcore mode here, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, we're playing on hardcore, vanilla style, without any mods or add-ons or anything. So in case our truck tips or we're in trouble, well, I guess we're in trouble. So without further ado, I want to quickly update you on the status of my quests currently. As you can see here, this is what is done or has been completed. Here we have a couple more quests. I guess they are on the more challenging side of things, but not extremely challenging. The most difficult ones I expect to be here are... Where are they? Not these. I believe the most difficult ones are going to be these logs. Yeah. I always like to leave my log deliveries for the last, I guess. Anyways, without further ado, let me here start my delivery of oversized cargo from our garage in Zimnegorsk to oil field. So without further ado, I will quickly mark my journey for today. It's gonna be pretty straightforward, although not easy, even though our truck is one of the best, fully upgraded, by the way, Tayga. It is extremely satisfying. Doesn't mean, doesn't guarantee us not being stuck though. That's the thing about this game, you just never know. Yeah. Let me, god darn it, sticks. A little bit practice here. So I'm thinking around this part I will decide whether to go around or cut the journeys short here. Not 100%, but we'll decide once we get there. Alright, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let us start our first journey in SnowRunner. I'm gonna start my engine here. We're gonna enjoy the view from the outside. Looks super awesome. Loving it so far. There you go. This is how interior looks. God darn, haven't been playing this for a while, so I guess I'm gonna be a little rusty, but not completely. I remember lots of things, although we might tip. We tip, then god darn it, I guess. Alright, let's go. Let's go, Tayga, you can do it. By the way, in hardcore mode, fuel consumption is significantly higher than in regular mode, so we gotta be careful with that. And before we leave this spot, god darn it, before we leave this spot, I want to check how much fuel we got here. Left. It says 600 liters, which is very low. We're running low on fuel here, ladies and gentlemen. God darn it. Please, truck. This is a brutal game, by the way. If you get stuck, or your cargo tips, you are in lots of trouble. In a lot of trouble. But it's interesting because it's very, very challenging. So you gotta plan ahead. There's a lot of logistics involved in the game. And I believe we also have a Caterpillar here on the map that helps us with fuel. Here, Caterpillar, but it only has 28% fuel in the tank. Yeah. Let me check. Yeah. Oh no, more than half in the fuel tank, I mean. So it's decent, but still. Will be enough for 3-4 deliveries probably. Not more than that. Gotta plan ahead here. Alright, let's take a look from the perspective here, from the first person's perspective. Although in this game, first person's perspective is kind of useless, to be honest. It is more like, yeah, it's more for fun. Because you gotta see where your truck actually goes, you know? The mud, the spinning of the wheels and sort. So yeah. Okay. View. Yeah, it's extremely limited. Alright, so this is gonna be our first challenge, and I believe we're gonna have to use the... Okay. Completely forgot the name. Darn it. The winch. Jeez, gotta use the winch. Of course they do. Not really. Those are, even though they do exist, they're very, I guess, rare, and they don't cross them on a daily basis, I believe. Maybe once, like an emergency or something. Emergency vehicles, yeah. But on a everyday basis, we have roads. Oh my gosh, look how strong the current is. I'm pulling my truck to the side. This truck is extremely powerful, one of the most powerful trucks in the game, this Tayga. That's why we're able to pull this off. By the way, we gotta be careful with this cargo. It's extremely tippy. See how high it is? Higher than normal, so anything goes wrong, it will just fall, and then we'll waste a bunch of time trying to pick it up. So better safe than sorry in this game, basically. Gotta be safe than sorry. Look, see, that car learned the hard lesson. Yeah. Come on. Yeah, lower gears are used to increase the torque and reduce spin of your tires, so that, well, basically you do not get stuck. You do not drown yourself in mud, mostly. And this game is mostly about efficiency and logistics. You gotta plan ahead. You gotta know how much fuel you need, not to get stuck in the middle of the road, because once you get stuck, there's nobody to save you. Only your other truck that has to get there, basically, to deliver fuel, which means a lot more trouble and time wasted. So, oh my gosh, that's what I was saying. This is like extremely dangerous. Anything can go wrong. Anything can go wrong, bros. Alright, so far so good. But it's so satisfying, right? To look at the truck going through the mud like that.
Yeah, I like it because I like the nature.
Yeah.
That's why I prefer this.
Gosh, look at this. Tipping here is crazy. And to be a good driver in this game, it takes a lot of experience to know certain situations when for example, like in this case, you gotta know when your trailer is about to tip or not, when your cargo is about to detach or not, you know, those things. It takes a lot of hours in the game to figure those things out.
My favorite games are about nature, like farming, forest.
This one is calming, right? Look at the trees and all.
Games are so your mind gets tired and tree but not after.
This is, by the way, a direct competitor of, I would say, Euro Truck Simulator.
Yeah.
Well, they're truck delivery games.
Yeah,
One is in the mud, basically fighting with nature. Another one is more about just tranquil delivery service on the road. Depends on... No, there are lots of... Look here, I'll show you. This one is US, Alaska, in the snow. Taymyr is Russia. Then we go to Russia again. Kola Peninsula. Then Yukon, it's North America. Then Wisconsin again, North America. Russia, North America here. North America, Central Asia. This is Again, North America,
Okay, so
North
like
America,
usually it's just down
Northern Europe, but mostly North America, I guess,
North
as
America,
a Almaty central region. Austria here, Quebec, North America, Washington. This is mostly like US and Canada, I guess. I would say like 70% of the maps. But yeah, it's a lot. There is a lot of variety in the game. What makes this current mode I'm playing hard is the hardcore mode. In hardcore mode,
I've never been to Canada, but for some reason, I feel like Canada and Russia are very similar in nature. Well, from what I've seen online, I'm not been again.
I guess it's like saying Europe and United States are similar in Russia. Oh, I mean, in nature.
Okay.
I mean, United States and Europe. They're completely different. There's the same difference between Russia and Canada. They're completely different continents.
I was thinking the opposite actually, that Russia and Canada very similar, like nature-wise, at least in the cities.
Oh,
I watched this YouTube video about Canada and Russia, and the guy was like, "Can you guess where am I? Russia or Canada?" Basically, those lakes and hills and forests.
see? Like right now. What am I supposed to do? Go forward or back? I'm gonna touch the winch just in case. Oh my gosh, oh, look at that. Gee, okay, made it, I guess, somehow. Oh, this is tippy on the left side. Gotta pay attention to the trailer here. Alright, so nice and good. Let me-
Imagine how hard it would be to maneuver that truck around a place like this. Your hands would probably get so tired.
Imagine tipping over in the middle of nowhere without help, being completely alone. That's scary. You'd be like, it's just me and my truck. Nothing else.
Precious.
Thank you. Alright, so here I'm... Oh my gosh, I was stuck. No, come on, bro. How are we stuck? Oh, it's that log.
Oh,
It's that log is annoying. Gotta go back though. Oh my gosh. Alright, I definitely got a bit rusty from not playing for a while. Look, you see? Somehow stuck. Gotta use the winch point. Let's see. No. A little more difficult using controller. Connect the winch point, but much easier to drive with the controller. So this is sort of like a compromise at this point you gotta make. Oh, whoa, we made it out that time. Made it! Made it. See, when you drive on these kind of roads, you gotta pay attention to mud, because mud can be completely deep. Sometimes it can be shallow, and sometimes it can be extremely deep, like that spot over there. So if you can possibly like grab a bit of grass like this with the wheel, like this, that could be a lifesaver on its own. So when you drive, you gotta like plant these things. Can I grab a bit of like a bit of solid surface or not? Because if not, especially like this truck is obviously not a problem. You know, this truck is extremely capable. Like it's very hard to get stuck in this one. But you'll see in a couple of minutes another truck has much narrower tires. Those are extremely easy to get stuck with in the mud. So it also depends on the truck. You gotta know what you are driving. But you can't be using this truck always, for example, right? Because it will be in different parts of the map. So you can't always drive back and forth. As I said, this game is mostly about logistics and planning. So you will be using different and variety of trucks all the time.
but that was
Yes, thanks.
if you're using just one truck, it's
Agreed. And plus, usually, not always, trucks that are less powerful they are more fuel efficient. So it's like a,
Yeah, makes sense.
yeah, it's like a compromise. Alright, so here I was gonna make a decision whether to go straight or around. I think we can make it straight, to be honest. I think this truck can handle it. Let's go.
That's fine.
Oh my gosh, we've almost wasted all our fuel here.
I'm obsessed with this 2010 song. I've never heard it before.
Which one?
But have you heard that song started like
Ah,
2010?
everyone is listening to it.
Yeah, it's the first time. It's a song. I actually got this song.
You did? Actually, I never heard it before too, before it went viral. Mm-hmm. We did. Yeah. That's what we're playing. Spin tires. It's alright. Yeah. Let's believe
The nonsense.
the truth. Alright, winch. A little help here. But mostly like because of the tires here. Extremely capable. I don't want to jinx it obviously. Anything can happen in this game. But usually this truck, it just gives you so much confidence in driving. So like, alright, I'm in Tayga right now. What can happen? The only drawback of this truck, I would say, is almost perfect compared to other trucks. Almost perfect. The only drawback I would say of this truck is fuel consumption. It is extremely hungry.
Strong truck.
Yeah.
Has to survive.
But in hardcore mode, fuel is a major issue. You know, you gotta always plan for the. If I was playing on normal mode, then this wouldn't be a problem. You can always refuel. You can always find ways, and you don't spend as much fuel. Like in normal, see, like right now, it can go up to 20 liters per minute. See, consumption. In normal, it wouldn't go more than 15. So, for example, maybe it doesn't seem like a big difference, but when you play for 20-30 minutes per journey, it's a difference between getting stuck in the middle of the journey or making it to the end. So, alright, we made it. Our first delivery to the oil field. And we're gonna do it. God darn it, only 84 liters. I'm definitely not making it back though from here. I will need to bring something. Okay, we'll stop the engine. Not like, for example, here you see, I have another truck that's called Step 310. Look at the difference in the tires.
Oh wow, this is so tiny.
Do you think you can do the same thing as that one?
No.
No.
But this one looks beaten up. What have you done to it?
In this game, you find trucks and you try to repair them. And in hardcore mode, like for example, if I were in normal mode, I would just repair it for free in garage.
Okay.
But in hardcore mode, to repair the body, you have to pay $3,000.
Oh wow.
So I'd rather go find a service trailer, repair the inside of the truck for free, for example, and forget about the body. And so I don't have to spend the money, you know? If it was normal mode, again, I would just repair it, it would look like that, like the Tayga. This one I found, I repaired the inside, so it works basically, but looks ugly.
Okay. No, it looks cool.
Cool, looks beat up.
Yeah, it looks like it has a character.
Yeah. Anyways, it's getting dark, more challenging to drive. I guess I'll take this truck to get here to the warehouse and pick up the cargo containers.
Can you make it without the fuel? No, it's too far.
Let's see. First, I want to plan the journey. So if we go this way, let me see. Let me look. 150 liters. All right. So somewhere here, we're gonna run out of fuel almost by the end of the journey. So maybe this guy, Caterpillar, can help then, because you see, I have Caterpillar here.
Okay.
So you'll refuel us somewhere in the middle. Yeah, let's try and do that. Come on, let's plan the journey. This is the way I want to go. There you go. These points are important, not to get lost in the woods. There you go. So this is it. We're gonna enter the town. And here. And here. And here. By the way, this bridge we repaired before. This was a broken bridge. You had to bring concrete and metal beams to repair it. Alright, so this is our warehouse where we'll pick up, or maybe we should enter it from that side. Anyways, let's start the truck. Hopefully it can make it 150 liters. I want to try this one out. Should be capable enough. Takes a bit more skill though than Tayga. Tayga is it's just 100% beast mode. Easy mode, I would say. These are mostly Russian trucks, yeah. But they are of course not called Tayga in real life. It's probably some kind of Maz, Gaz, Vaz, or Kamaz, you know. But in the game they don't have licenses to call them those names, so they're calling them like Steppe or Tayga. But they look and behave and feel like the original tracks. By the way, I'm not going fast because in this game if you damage suspension, look, you see I have half damage suspension already over there. Suspension is broken, truck is gonna sit low to the ground basically. If it sits low to the ground, you will be dragging your ass everywhere and not be able to pass certain areas. So it's kind of dangerous. You gotta make sure you do not damage yourself in this game. It's not just about fuel, it's also about being careful of driving. Look, for example, this truck. You see we're driving on the same road right now, and it's consuming 8 to 10 liters per minute. See the difference there? This is insane, but we're not as confident. Thankfully we have diff lock here as well. Diff lock means so much in this game. It just means so much. Alright, so far so good. I like the progress. But this is the easy part, I guess. This is not the hard part of the journey. Harder part is gonna start once we attach the cargo. Oh my gosh, what's going on? Oh gee, got stuck for a second there. What happened? This game is a little glitch on my system for some reason, gets stuck. Hopefully it's not gonna affect the recording. By the way, I feel like this truck, the 310E Steppe, is extremely undervalued truck. Most people just choose Azov or Tayga in the game and they completely forget about 3110. Yes, it's not as powerful, I agree, but it's capable enough. It consumes less fuel. Yes, it is. It consumes. Ouch! Damage the suspension. Hurts. It is a lighter truck, so it can get you further. The question is, why do you need all the power in the world if you're stuck in the middle, you know? So sometimes it's about efficiency. And in this case, if I had to travel further than normal, I wouldn't take Tayga. I'd rather take something smaller. Yeah. But then again, most people don't play on hardcore mode. They play on regular, so there it doesn't really matter. They just take the most powerful one, and they like roll around everywhere. In hardcore mode. Yes, you have to bring another truck to get yourself unstuck. And on some maps, garage can be on the opposite side of the map, so it might take you 40 minutes to just get there. Funniest part, if your recovery truck gets stuck as well. You know how many times it happened to me? I send help and that help needs help after that.
Oh, that's so cool.
And then you're stuck in this loop. You might spend hours trying to just recover one truck that made a mistake.
Can we like start over?
No, in hardcore no. You have to pay $7,000 to recover the truck. So basically it's a huge punishment. Because a longer delivery, like a delivery that takes you anywhere from 30 to 40 minutes, usually pays 8 to 10,000. So it's practically, it's practically like an hour of your time just to recover a truck. So in many cases, it's much better to send a truck, a recovery truck, because yes, it might take you more time, but at least you're saving those 8K, you know? Alright, let's see here. We still have decent amount of fuel. I thought we would be very low at this point. See what I'm talking about? This is what I'm talking about. Fuel. Yeah. It also depends on the region. You gotta know your map. For example, here in Taymyr, this is Taymyr, right? Mm-hmm. No, Taymyr, Zimnegorsk. It's considered to be on, I would say not one of the hardest, but close, one of the hardest maps, yes. Not the hardest, but one of the hardest, not because of the deep mud here. So here, if you don't know areas of where you're allowed to go, where certain trucks can handle the road, it's better to take the strongest truck if you are not very experienced. But if you know this game very well, you have like many people have hundreds of hours in it, then you can afford to take a risk on a smaller, weaker truck for fuel efficiency. See, it's like a balance of things. You save fuel as long as you know what you're doing, basically. But once you get stuck once or twice, it doesn't make sense anymore. You're like, why am I even doing this? Why am I trying to save fuel when I have to send recovery trucks every 5 seconds? Yo, Stepser, yo, what's up? How you doing? Today we're playing SnowRunner. And delivering extremely heavy cargo to the most difficult places with a bunch of mud. Game looks beautiful though. It's one of my favorite games. And recently, well, I would say a couple of months ago, I was playing this game exclusively. As, I don't know, I was sort of mesmerized by this delivery journey and the planning and everything. And the difficulty aspect, though, might be repulsing to some people. For me, it was challenging. It gets so frustrating sometimes. My gosh, it gets so frustrating. But once the delivery is made, and you're like, all right, I did it. It feels so satisfying. Because the harder the journey, yes, no Silent Hill tonight. Silent Hill tomorrow. Alright. Today we have a truck. Today we have a delivery. Night time deliveries are also not the easiest ones. Basically, you can't see shit. Let me practice my headlights, yeah? Okay, so far so good. We've made it on the other side. We have still 78 liters. And if we are extremely careful with it, we'll even be able to complete the delivery, I guess, with this fuel. Just don't want to risk it though. I will refuel on my way there. By the way, I will still need to do it as... oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! god, that was so close. One mistake is all it takes. It's all it takes in this game. It's a brutal game, ladies and gentlemen. Do not underestimate SnowRunner. There you go. So this is our loading zone. I'm gonna park my truck nice and easy. There you go. Okay. Park, cargo management. No, not auto load, as we have a crane. We need to load 2 cargo containers here. So that's exactly what we're gonna be doing. Sometimes it's a little cheesy the way we do it, but that's what we have to do to preserve cash in the game. That's what we're gonna do. A little cheese loading. There you go. 1 trailer. Pack. Unpack. And second one. We have to deliver 2 cargo containers here. God darn it. Wait, what's going on? There you go. Platform. Grab it and place it on the truck. Manual delivery, manual loading costs 0. Automatic costs 150 per cargo, and it quickly adds up. Quickly. Let's do this and try to pack it. Boys, they know how to do it. We just gotta help them a little. Anyways, here you go. We have 2 cargo containers, and the way I like to do it. Oh my gosh, what is going on? It says our suspension is broken, although it's not. It says that 1 wheel is broken. Are you serious? No, wheels are also fine. What's going on, game? Steps are real. This is Russia, Taymyr. We are delivering cargo containers to oil field. 1 delivery was successful. This is our second delivery, which we start from warehouse over here, and we have to drag it all the way across country to oil field. These mud zones are extremely dangerous. We can get stuck at any moment. Therefore, there are a couple of recovery trucks ready to help us, but still, journey is not the easiest when it comes to Zimnegorsk, Taymyr. So let's quickly plan here. We have a couple of trailers available for us to attach, I guess, but right now we don't need it. I just want to make sure that we don't need cargo containers anywhere else. This is how I like to do it. I like to check all my quests for possible cargo container delivery in another place. If it's not needed, then I know. Like here, for example, you see, we gotta deliver concrete slabs to this factory. That's another quest. So I'm trying to plan ahead whether I can pick up something from the warehouse and deliver it here, for example. See, sort of like a logistic game, so that I don't have to drive back and forth all the time. I just do 1 delivery instead of 2 whenever possible, because fuel management, again, I'll repeat myself, is a huge thing in this game. So the fewer journeys you're able to do, the better. Thinking in advance is the name of the game here. So, but I don't see any cargo containers anymore. That's the only delivery we gotta complete. Therefore, I will start planning. Let's go the same way we came here. I will go here, then here. I believe Caterpillar is gonna help us a little, so I will plan our journey till here and refuel the truck at that spot. This is how we go. This way, this
so
way.
Only the Caterpillar can refuel your tank, your truck. There is no like gas station or something like that.
There's no gas station here, like nothing on this here. See? So you have to bring supporting trucks to help you. Some maps do have it, like let's say if we go to here, Quarry. See? Okay. It's connected map to the Zimnegorsk. It has a fuel station, but fuel in those remote areas are extremely like expensive. Like 1 liter here is gonna cost, I think, something like, god damn it, I forgot. But I calculated sometimes it costs up to $2,000 to
Oh
refuel
my
just one truck.
God.
For one refuel, it can cost up to 2,000.
That's
Again,
like 1/3 of your big
delivery,
journey.
yes. But then again, it's on hardcore.
Okay.
On normal mode, it would be free. So people don't concern themselves with fuel on normal mode. But on hardcore, you have to use these. You see there are fuel tanks all over the map. Like, for example, the scout fuel
Well,
tanker.
there's no point then. Everything is free on the normal mode.
Yeah, on normal mode it's easier because you don't have to concern yourself with those things. But in the
Yeah.
hardcore mode, I have to find these fuel tankers. For example, in the some abandoned ones in the forest. You see, like this one. This is a service trailer, but there used to be a fuel tanker that I brought from here to the base, and I'm using it as a free fuel because it was an abandoned fuel tanker. So you sort of have to perform those rescue missions yourself and plan them to save money as well. But yeah, that's the whole point. Anyways, this is the point I want to start my I want to get my truck to, and then refuel with the caterpillar. That's gonna help us. That's the plan. Let's go. Start the engine, bro. Alright, engine was working all this time. Oh my gosh. One thing is we somehow are extremely low on fuel now. We had 80 and now it's 58. I don't think I will be able to make it to that point now. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this game is scary when it comes to fuel. Euro Truck Simulator is nothing. Is nothing compared to that. To fuel management. There's always a refuel station somewhere in Euro Truck, and it's not expensive. Here, there's no refuel. Okay, alright. I got it again. Sorry, I got a bit more. Don't think I can turn here, to be honest. Guess I'll go around. This is a huge trailer. Or maybe we can. Well, these kind of risks of maybe I can is what I don't like to do in the game. Yeah, no, I can't. I don't want to do that. I'll just go around. I'll just freaking go around. It's gonna be cheaper in terms of time and fuel consumption. Okay. Alright. Come on, truck. Please. When this game goes smoothly and everything is on point, you're like happy, you know, like yay, another delivery, another successful delivery, I did that. But once it starts going wrong, oh my gosh, things can go so wrong in this game. It's to the point where you want to pull all your hair out. That's how frustrating it can get sometimes.
Overstimulating.
Extremely. But then again, the reason people play it. Overstimulated?
Like when you're one of the things that makes people crazy are I can't get my latch and I don't see it, it's back and I'm trying to do it like 4 or 5 times, whatever.
You mean frustration?
That's what that is. When you were like so.
We normal people call it frustration.
No, that is like I'm not even. I'm frustrated, but it's like a next level. Like I don't want to do it. At this point, I'm like ready to put that necklace off and never see it in my life. That's what I do.
Okay, yeah, I guess that's how we call it. Oh my gosh. Come on, truck. Okay. You gotta be careful here with the trailer. If it catches that freaking log, and that once happened to me here, you're gonna be stuck here for 20 minutes with no fuel. I'm gonna go into the high gear, to the high low. Oh my gosh, look at how deep it is. extremely tippy here. And then again, every truck has different specs. Some trucks are more tippy, some other trucks are more stable. Also depends on their weight. It's not just power. Lots of things you have to consider when choosing. Yeah, you should wait until Kola Peninsula. Those places with the, you know, the Polaris, how's it called? Yeah, that's extremely beautiful. Oh. Come on. Come on, truck. You can do it. We're gonna be stuck for this, so we have only 25 liters left. But I feel like Alaska doesn't get that cold compared to Russia, you know? Some places in Russia. Like Yakutsk, for example, minus 70. I never heard that Alaska can go to minus 70. Alright, we're running extremely low on fuel here, only 12 liters left. That's actually very decent. It's almost the same as in Moscow, well, like Moscow temperatures. Alright, so we see our fuel meter starts to blink, starts to jiggle wiggle. That means we are running out of fuel. Not enough of it is being injected into the engine, so we're starting to lose power. It's just a matter of time when we get stuck. Oh my gosh. Alright, 3. This is our final stop. Can't go anymore. We'll stop the engine.
Oh, you stopped the car. You stopped the truck.
And we'll change. Oh, almost made it, I guess, to our plant destination. And then Mr. Caterpillar here can help us.
I just checked the weather. Minus 44.
I recently saw a video about it. Minus 70. Kids go to school. Can you imagine?
No.
Yes, check it out. It's crazy. It's shocking.
What do they wear?
At this point, you gotta be a bear.
Record low was 64. Mine was 64.
Yeah.
That's like minus 83 at
It's crazy, right? Alright, let me check the map. We're heading in the right direction. Fuel truck is coming. Safe step 3110. 310. Caterpillar for the rescue. And by the way, there's been a recent patch that added more versatility to Caterpillar. Before Caterpillar could only deliver cargo containers and fuel. That was like main reasons to use it. And now I think they've added capability of attaching a trailer, if I'm not mistaken, and couple more. That's exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted to check it out. I forgot, but I remember they added utility to Caterpillar, making it much better, competing with the big boys. So it's gonna be this. It used to be one of my favorite trucks due to the freaking size. Look at how powerful the truck is. And with the new utility, it is even better. My gosh, the Caterpillar is eating like 23 liters per minute. Alright, so we made it here. Let's recharge. Refuel, I mean. We'll refuel. I'm thinking maybe we should go back to Tayga together here at this point, as we will need to refuel it as well. Or, yeah, I'm thinking that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna actually attach. First we're gonna refuel, obviously. Wait, there. Oh my gosh, Caterpillar also needs fuel. Step needs fuel, and we only have enough fuel for one more. 1.5 more. God darn it. These trucks are so hungry. It's insane.
How do you fuel that Caterpillar?
You have to go to those huge tanks that I find and then refuel from them. Or go to the fuel station and buy the fuel. It's going to be extremely expensive. In hard mode I don't do that. I just use cheap free fuel that I find. But once you run out of it, well, your only option is to buy it, I guess. And in the beginning of the game, it's kind of challenging because, well, money is an issue. Especially the first map. You can't afford lots of things. You can't even upgrade your trucks. That's how hard it gets. So, the more fuel you can save, the better. Like right now, I'm on the third map already, almost completed it. So right now I have... Yeah, right now I have... How much money do I have? Let me check. For example, in the future, of course I will need to spend. And trucks in this game are not cheap. They're expensive. I'm trying to use mostly whatever game provides me in terms of trucks on the map. Like for example on this map I found Tayga, I found 310 I mean, and what else did I find on this map? Azov. Yeah, those 3 trucks that I'm mostly using. So the only 2 trucks that I've imported, I guess, from previous maps were this Caterpillar. What else? And I think I brought the Western Star from the previous map. And everything else I'm using whatever I found and repaired on the map. Because in order to import the truck, you have to pay a $3,000 importing fee. Well, it all comes down to money, basically. So, yeah. Again, most challenging part is in the beginning. First map is the most challenging. First map is the most challenging as you're extremely low. Sometimes not even enough to upgrade the truck or refuel the truck. But once you make through the first map confidently, you're sort of like set. You can be more splurgy. You can buy the trucks you want, upgrades, any upgrades you want. Oh my gosh, are we gonna tip there? Please no. What darners. No, the cargo over there almost tipped. Let's plan here, 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 and we're gonna deliver. Yeah, don't really like delivering containers with these kind of trailers. Extremely TP. extremely deep type of cargo. And if it just falls down right now, oh my god, I'll be gathering it for 20 minutes. I don't want to do that. Please game. Please game, be kind. Don't do it to me. I don't want to gather containers. I want to be done with this. So yeah, my approach I guess in this game is slow and steady. Do not rush. One I have. Yeah. Anything slow and steady is actually great, but in this game especially. Slower and steadier the better. Okay. Caterpillar is gonna be positioned in the oil field department now. So I guess that's something we gotta. Should we go through here? No, I don't wanna. I don't wanna risk it. Let's go around. Which is not the best location. The best location was in the middle of the map where it was positioned initially. But considering that Tayga needs fuel as well, I've decided travel. Gonna be worth it. God darn it. Bro. Okay. Truck. I need to move backwards a little. Come on, bro. Help me out there. Yeah. We're not fitting. We're not fitting here. Jeez, bro. Okay. Guess I'm gonna have to do it a little bit different. Let's change the truck. Gonna back off a little. Back up. There you go. And now I'm gonna change the truck again. Alright, nice and easy. Oh gosh. Okay, no, that's not the right winch. This is the right winch. Turn off the engine on the second truck. Don't want to be wasting fuel for no reason here. Other than that, it's all going well. I'm not gonna complain. As long as we don't get stuck, I'm happy in the game. I am happy. Everything is going well. Alright, diff lock. Diff lock on the Caterpillar here. I believe Caterpillar has the transmission that allows it to save on fuel when the diff lock is on. How is it called? The only thing I forgot is the name of the transmission. I believe it's called. God darn it! It all left my brain. It's been a while since I played the game. But I will be visiting the garage pretty soon. All those things are there. And we have successfully delivered our cargo to the oil field, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Let me park there. Oh my gosh, bro, there's an invisible wall here. Jeez. Let me refuel. Refuel my Tayga here. Oh my gosh, almost over. No, I wanna get into my step and complete the delivery successfully of 2 cargo containers to the oil field. Made it, and by the way, it's morning. Completely forgot to watch time here. Made it, that's all that counts. How much are we getting paid for this delivery? There you go. Cutscene for completing an oil field. What? Ah, alright, we got 7,500. Warehouse is available now.